Of accumulated fatigue, during this morning's 9 a.m. flight briefing, Mike shared a truly memorable experience. He recalled a flight yesterday when he found himself in a tough situation, struggling to locate any rising air currents and flying at an alarmingly low altitude. Despite his best efforts, he couldn't reverse his descent. Just as he was preparing for an outlanding, he suddenly remembered he was carrying 100 kilograms of ballast water. Without hesitation, he released the water mid-flight. Remarkably, after doing so, he successfully caught an updraft and regained altitude. However, the story didn't end there. Before releasing the water, he had already lowered the landing gear in preparation for the outlanding. As he resumed the long-distance flight, he noticed the plane's speed wouldn't increase no matter what he tried. It wasn't until much later that he realized the landing gear was still down. After fixing that mistake, he thought everything was back to normal and focused on the final leg of the flight back to base. Along the way, he found a few weak updrafts and attempted to climb, but no matter how hard he tried, the plane wouldn't gain altitude. Feeling frustrated and assuming the weakening thermals near dusk were to blame, he almost gave up. Then, he suddenly realized that he hadn't set the flaps correctly, which had caused the plane to lose sufficient lift for climbing. Why would such an experienced pilot make so many seemingly simple mistakes in a single flight? Mike reflected that it was likely due to accumulated fatigue. The stretch of good weather had allowed daily flights of 5 to 7 hours, and the additional ground preparation, meetings, pre-flight checks, and waiting had pushed daily working hours well beyond 10 hours. Maintaining this high-pressure routine for over 10 days had taken its toll, leading to reduced focus and impaired decision-making, clear signs of fatigue. Hearing Mike's story, I realized that I, too, was experiencing severe fatigue. This morning, I woke up at 8:50, rushed straight to the airport without even washing my face, and still ended up late for the briefing. This, too, was a result of accumulated fatigue. Even though I'm only 18 years old, I am not immune to its effects. Another critical takeaway from Mike's story was the importance of oxygen usage. While regulations only mandate the use of oxygen above 10,000 feet, Bernie advised me to start using oxygen at lower altitudes, such as 5,000 feet or even 3,000 feet. Using oxygen earlier not only improves judgment, but also significantly reduces fatigue accumulation, an investment that can make all the difference in a flight. As pilots, technical skills alone are not enough. We must also remain vigilant about our physical and mental condition. Fatigue is one of the most dangerous threats in aviation, and the best way to combat it is through effective self-management and constant awareness. Only by doing so can we ensure safer and more efficient flights every time.